Moulin Rouge is coming to the Tanger Center April 16th through 28th. And we are lucky enough to get to chat with Christian, who is also Christian. So Christian Douglas is who we're talking with, star of the touring production of Moulin Rouge coming to Greensboro. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you? Glad to be
I'm
here.
doing fantastic. So excited about seeing this show and seeing you in it. I love your Instagram blurb, a songwriter named Christian playing a songwriter named Christian in Moulin Rouge.
That's more true. Yeah.
I love it. Okay, let's go way back though. Can you remember the first time you saw a play or a musical?
Yes. I remember going to New York for the first time and I saw Wicked on Broadway.
It was your first?
Yeah, it was my first Broadway show. Yeah. So that sticks with me. It was just such an incredible show, the music and all that. I've loved musical theater my whole life. So and also I've loved Moulin Rouge. I remember seeing Moulin Rouge when I was 14 or 15 at a friend's house. It's like crying my eyes out, and it's all kind of, now I'm crying my eyes out on stage every night.
So when was the first time you actually were on stage? What was that experience?
I had a bit of a kind of a slow burn coming to musical theater. I started in choir and I had solos here and there, but the first musical I did was in college, my junior year. I did Spring Awakening, which is a blast. So I remember that quite vividly and kind of caught a bit of the bug, and just getting to be backstage and have that community of the cast and sort of all being in it together to tell a story was a very special experience.
So that was in college. So how did you get to touring with Broadway?
Well, in between there, I was in the Army chorus for 4 years. So after school, I auditioned for the Army chorus and I enlisted and did all of that for 4 years. And then the pandemic happened, and then I moved to New York and got an agent and blah, blah, blah. Now I'm here.
And so you've been with the production, about a year now, a little over a year?
For a year, yeah. I started in the ensemble, covering Christian, and then I had the privilege of being promoted to full-time.
What do you like best about this role?
I love a lot of things about it. I mean, it's such a journey from start to finish, as an actor, coming into the Moulin Rouge as Christian, telling this story. He starts as a sort of starry-eyed puppy dog and ends the show kind of being a bit more weathered and worldly, and has learned some lessons along the way. Not to mention the music is so fun to sing and challenging, but it's just so up my alley and really fun to do. So,
who is this show for?
I'd say it's for everyone. I mean, it's for anyone who loves theater, or even if you don't love theater, if you love, if you love music. There's so much music in the show. There's over 70 songs, either in snippets or in full. If you don't love show tunes, you don't necessarily need to, because there's picking and choosing from top 40 hits spanning 5-6 decades, from the Beatles to Adele to Katy Perry. It's a wild ride musically.
Oh, I cannot wait. So excited about seeing this. And I know that you're going to have people coming back to see it, because so many people have seen the movie or maybe even seen the show before, but you find something different every time you come to a show.
Yeah, you really do. Yeah, we get a lot of, second, third, fourth, fifth time offenders at the show. Sure.
That's a good place to be. That for sure is a good place to be. Have you been to Greensboro before, or North Carolina?
I was there for 2 days last year. When I was still in the ensemble, I was promoting the show. Actually, this run, I was the understudy and I was doing press at the center, I remember. So it'll be nice to come back and get to hang out for a while.
And to be in the title role this time. So that's amazing.
That's right.
Well, you said earlier your character goes on a journey and is wiser at the end of the show. So what have you learned from playing this character and doing this show?
I've learned that I can do hard things. It's quite a role to take on 8 times a week. You really have to go through it. And as well as vocally, some of the stuff like Roxanne and Crazy Rolling and Come What May, they're all really big sings vocally. So I've learned a lot about my strength and my sensitivity and all kinds of things along the way.
It's going to be a ton of fun. I always like to know if there's something we should look for as an audience member, being an active audience member. Is there something you want us to look for during the show or notice?
I think just take it all in as much as you can. I mean, there's a lot, especially Act 1, there's a lot coming at you. Lights, costumes, dance numbers, rock numbers, pop numbers. It's just take it all in and be present and enjoy the ride and be open, keep your heart open for love, and that's about all we can ask.
Pretty good lesson to take with you after the show, too.
Yeah.
For sure. Christian, so fun to talk to you. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you on stage. Hey, don't forget, Moulin Rouge coming to the Tanger Center April 16th through 28th. Tickets available now at tangercenter.com.